is News 3 Now at 10.
Some batches of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are set to expire in a couple of weeks, causing concern across the country that they won't be used in time. Madeline O'Neill checked with vaccinators here and tells us what they're doing to keep the doses from going to waste. Maddie?
Well, Eric, according to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, we have about 30 to 40,000 Johnson & Johnson doses set to expire near the end of June. Here in Dane County, public health officials say we're sitting in a good spot, able to give out plenty of Johnson & Johnson vaccine at community clinics like this one. Public Health Madison Dane County is taking J&J doses off the hands of distributors in counties where they're not being administered as quickly. DHS has a registry where vaccine can be redistributed between vaccinators to avoid as much waste as possible.
For us, we're watching it super closely, again, as we increase the number of mobile vaccine clinics and start to use up those J&J. We're feeling pretty good about making sure that we don't have, a ton that we would have to waste.
SSM Health has about 1,500 Johnson & Johnson doses here in Wisconsin. VP of Pharmacy Services Mo Carbot says they're awaiting federal guidance on whether that expiration date can be extended.
I don't know yet. We don't know if the FDA next week will agree with the request from Johnson & Johnson, and we don't know if they will grant an extension. But if they do, that will be great news.
SSM says to make sure they're using as many J&J doses as possible, they've been more active in offering them at mobile events, and Carbot isn't worried about securing more if needed. Now, vaccinators tell me the pause on J&J caused some initial hesitancy, and of course, they weren't able to use it during those days. But now there are still plenty of people who are seeking it out.
Maddie, thank you. And the U.S. is purchasing 500 million new doses of the Pfizer vaccine with plans to donate them to lower-income countries. President Biden is expected to announce the news at the G7 summit this week. All of the doses go through COVAX, which is the International Vaccine Initiative. They'll be distributed to the African Union and 92 low and lower income nations. It was yet another hot and humid day across Wisconsin. We won't be getting any relief for at least a while. Meteorologist Dana Fulton now with our certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
It is still hot and humid outside right now after a very warm and sunny day. This time lapse showing all of the sunshine coming through from us from our WISC-TV Skycam. A few clouds building in this afternoon, but none that really brought any rain for the Madison area. Temperature-wise, we landed at 92 degrees this afternoon, quite a bit above average for our afternoon highs and for our overnight lows, and we're expecting a very similar temperature trend for your Thursday and for Friday. Looking back at the last few hours, we have seen a few isolated showers and thunderstorms pop up. Right now, the rain down in northern Illinois, but we did pick up a few spotty showers, though most of the area, yet again, staying dry and certainly not picking up enough rain. For tomorrow, high temperatures will be close to 90 degrees. Plan on another very warm and humid day with a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm popping up later in the day. That'll carry us into Friday and the trend making its way through the weekend as well. But we will take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. And the hot weather is causing some issues on our roads. In the last week now, there have been 7 reported incidents of road buckling in Sauk County, most of those happening on Highway 12. The DOT said it only needs to reach about 80 degrees for that to start happening. And they tell us you can expect more buckled roads in the coming weeks. You're asked to report any that you might see to the DOT. Check this out. A BMW was pulled from the Rock River today, and now deputies are trying to find out how it got there in the first place. It was about 3 this afternoon. A swimmer called 911 to report the submerged vehicle. This is right under the bridge on Elmwood Road in the town of Eustisford. When crews arrived, they determined no one was inside, just that discarded BMW. If you have any information on how it got there, you are asked to call law enforcement. Well, the American Family Golf Championship will stay in Madison through 2027. Tournament leaders today announcing that year-long extension.
The extension is unbelievable. Something that I wouldn't have thought when I sat in Jack's office, I don't know how many years ago, but it's a special day for us and extremely happy and proud to be a part of it.
The tournament was extended as a Champions Tour event. University Ridge will continue to host it. The annual event, which starts Friday, has raised $10.2 million for charity. New tonight, Madison police are asking the public for help with identifying a suspect believed to have beaten a man after an argument on East Campus Mall. That attack happened June 2nd. The victim had to be hospitalized. Police say they were able to identify the suspect with the help of witnesses. If you have any information, you're asked to call Madison police. A man charged with murdering his sister on Christmas Eve in 2019 will head to trial Joseph Green was found competent during a hearing this morning in Dane County. He was previously found incompetent. A trial date has not yet been set. Jumping on a nationwide trend, Wisconsin Assembly Republicans have passed a bill that would make Wisconsin a so-called Second Amendment sanctuary. The bill effectively clears gun owners from complying with federal regulations, leaving only state law. Second Amendment sanctuaries are a Republican-driven wave we've seen in local and state governments nationwide over the last year. Sometimes it has a legal meaning. Other times, depending on how it's written, it's just a gesture. Either way, it does not have much of a chance here. Governor Evers being very unlikely to sign it. New tonight, the developer of the Keystone XL pipeline says it is pulling the plug on the controversial project after the Biden administration revoked its permit back in January. Cancellation ends more than a decade of controversy over the pipeline and marks a big win for environmentalists who have argued the project threatened the environment and would only worsen the climate crisis. The project aimed to carry oil from the tar sands of Canada into the United States, and it has been a political football for years. New information tonight, meat supplier JBS says it paid $11 million following a ransomware attack. Company says the infiltration shut down its beef processing operations last week. It says most facilities had already come back online by the time it paid, but decided to do so anyway to ensure customers faced no risk. JBS says it doesn't think any private data got out during the attack. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo making a quick stop in Wisconsin today. He was in Wausau after a meeting with Congressman Tom Tiffany and business leaders. He was asked about the rise in these cyber crimes.
These are happening every day all across America on a smaller scale. Small companies right here in Wisconsin, I'm sure, are being impacted as well. We've got to figure out a way to impose costs on those people who are engaged in this. These are truly attacks on the United States.
Is it more prevalent now, or are we just now paying more attention to it?
So the idea of behaving lawlessly and collecting ransom isn't new. What's new is it's cost-free, it's simpler. You can do it from around the world and reach into systems in different places. And so we've got to think about it. We have to develop a new model to protect America from these threats.
Lower taxes, more money for schools, and less for police departments. That's what Governor Tony Evers says re-electing him could mean for you. Just days after making his 2022 bid official, today we got our first chance to talk with the governor one-on-one about what a second term could look like and any other potential state crises.
At what point will you intervene in the current Packers crisis and make Rodgers a training camp?
That is an outstanding question. I do believe that it will be resolved without gubernatorial intervention. Clearly, Rodgers is a superstar that has done wonderful things for the Packers. And
a lighter question to end a series of interview questions. He went on to say it's not even July yet. He believes Rodgers will eventually report to training camp. Now, you can read or watch our full conversation with Governor Evers, many more issues at channel3000.com. Well, President Biden is now on his first overseas trip of his administration. During this 8-day trip, he'll make several high-stakes stops, including meeting with Queen Elizabeth and also with Russian President Vladimir Putin. His first stop, though, is to visit U.S. troops stationed in Britain.
I'm so proud to be here with all of you to kick off my first overseas trip as president.
The trip is designed to reassure allies of America's role on the world stage, and that begins tomorrow with a meeting with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The president then heads to the G7 summit in England. And there's a new piece of art on a beach in Cornwall, UK, nearing the G7 summit. It is a Mount Rushmore-style sculpture featuring the heads of the G7 leaders made from discarded electronics or e-waste. It's aptly named Mount Recycle More. The creators say it's meant to highlight the growing threat of e-waste. During the summit, the G7 leaders are set to discuss climate change and creating a greener future. Dane County's largest solar project is now fully operational. MG&E, the operator of the O'Brien Solar Fields, this is in Fitchburg, says it covers 160 acres with about 60,000 solar panels that track the sun throughout the day. Fitchburg's mayor said the project will double its renewable electricity usage and allow it to surpass its 25% by 2025 renewable electric target 4 years ahead of schedule. The Madison Teachers Union filing a lawsuit against the school district. The union asking for interpretation of language in individual contracts. State law says teachers' contracts have to be issued by May 15th and must define the employee's salary for the next school year. Now, the union says the district did issue contracts by that date, but they contain, quote, inconsistent and contradictory terms defining salaries. The Miracle League Baseball Diamond in Cottage Grove celebrating its official opening. Located right in the center of the Phoebe Bakken Memorial Park, the field made specifically for children with disabilities, making sure everyone can enjoy our national pastime. The turf is rubberized so kids with walkers or wheelchairs can play. This project was a few years in the making.
As a kid with disabilities myself, when I grew up, I wanted to play Little League Baseball, and I wasn't allowed to play because of my disability. And I think many, many kids have kind of run into that, regardless of sport or regardless of activity. So the game of baseball is a vehicle for these kids to be included, accepted, feel good about themselves, make new friends.
Beautiful facility. We talked about it earlier this week. Good crowd tonight. A total of 8 teams this summer. Close to 100 kids have already signed up to play, and they will play every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Still to come, a warning for anyone planning to go fishing on the Yahara chain of lakes. Plus, this is what it looks like to be charged by an elephant. That story up next.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Gold Rush. The $5 number match game offers over 52,000 prizes that triple. That's over $1.9 million in tripled prizes and top prizes of $60,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Savor the simple of Kemp's Simply Crafted ice cream. No artificial flavors, just loads of goodness. Kemp's, good comes around. Now in sandwiches and pints.
Spring is in the air. The birds are back. The days are warmer and spring blossoms are starting to pop. Beautiful, colorful, delicate flowers. This spring, let the outdoor living experts at the Bruce Company help you bring this season to life. Colorful plants, stylish garden art, and the latest trends in outdoor furniture. The Bruce Company has everything you need to start your spring off right. So what's your dream this spring? Find it at the Bruce Company on Parmenter Street in Middleton. Your outdoor living experts.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest brat, the brat that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Thursday on News 3 Now this morning, we are checking out Green Bay in our Wandering Wisconsin segment.
And we are in the 608 with an exclusive first look at the new Madison B-Cycle R bikes. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
4th of July fireworks show returning to Madison this summer. While in years past, fireworks have been launched over Lake Monona. This year's celebration will be hosted at Breese-Stevens Field. It'll be July 3rd. Fireworks will also be launched from a neighboring rooftop. Tickets go on sale Monday, 10 a.m. Can be purchased at breestevensfield.com. The state DNR says you need to watch what you eat if you catch it from the Yahara chain of lakes this summer. Today, the DNR issuing a fish consumption advisory for parts of Dane and Rock counties. They say it's based on testing and fish sampling they conducted last year. Elevated levels of PFAS were found in several fish species collected from a handful of lakes.
Based on elevated levels of PFAS in several species collected from Lakes Monona, Wabisa, and Kegonsa, the DNR and DHS are now creating a new fish consumption advisory area that includes all waters from Winger Creek, Starkweather Creek, Lakes Monona, Wabisa, Upper and Lower Mud, Kegonsa, and the Yahara River downstream to where it meets the Rock River.
Now, currently, there are no consumption advisories being issued for Lakes Mendota or Wingra. A link to the complete list of consumption advisories can be found at channel3000.com. Dane County Regional about to break ground on the biggest project in airport history, building a new 90,000 square foot section on the south end of the building. They'll add 3 gates there as well. That project's set to be complete by June of 23. And when it is, the airport expects it'll bring in some new routes, some new flight options, with a focus on regaining some of the routes suspended during the pandemic. A Baraboo Fruit Farm had a hot start to an even hotter day. Today, the first day of strawberry picking at Berry Farmers Market in Baraboo. The cold spring and hot summer start made it tough for farmers this year, but owner John Pinkston says he's still looking forward to a very busy summer. Up in Door County, a celebration planned for this weekend in honor of its rich maritime history. The 28th Annual Spring Lighthouse Festival kick off Friday. It features all 11 of the county's lighthouses with air, land-based, and also boat and adventure tours. Many of the tours are unique to this weekend and provide visitors exclusive access not typically open to the public for the popular Cana Island Lighthouse, which opened May 1st. Site manager Hal Wilson says it's already been a busy season.
Seeing about 200 people a day on the weekdays, around 300 to 500 on the weekends. People are getting out.
This festival runs from Friday through Sunday. There's also another similar festival in the fall. That one runs October 1st through the 3rd. Best Buy, now the latest major retailer to announce it will not open on Thanksgiving this year. Target and Walmart have also said they won't open. These moves come after some retailers started opening on Thanksgiving to extend deals typically reserved for Black Friday. Some critics, though, pushed back, saying employees should not be forced to work on the holiday. And for those with very specific coffee orders at Starbucks, you know who you are, you may need to come up with a backup plan. The coffee giant putting a hold on 25 menu items and ingredients because of supply issues and shortages. That's according to various news outlets, including Business Insider, which cited a Starbucks memo. Those items include things like hazelnut syrup, toffee nut syrup, chai tea bags, and also green iced tea. Incredible video tonight. This dash camera capturing the moment. An elephant in South Africa charges at a truck with a man inside. Norman Nukeri, a fuel supply driver, was on his way to a client's lodge earlier this month when he stopped for elephants crossing his path. That one did not stop. That elephant started coming toward the vehicle and then left its path, but returned and charged toward the truck and driver. The animal clearly making contact and crumpling the vehicle's hood there, leaving Nukeri stunned, but he was unharmed. Well, we've got some sweltering desert-like weather here, although we have quite a bit of humidity as well today.
Yes, we have
the heat.
Exactly. A lot of humidity mixing in for us. Unfortunately, not a lot of rain. It'd be nice to be talking about a few more shower chances right now. Still at quite a deficit for the year. We should be closer to about 14.5 inches of total accumulation, and we're sitting at just over 7.25 inches. So this deficit, part of the reason we're under a moderate drought status. And though we did see a few isolated showers coming through today, certainly wasn't enough to really make much of a dent to that drought status. We'll take any little bit we can get, but it'd be nice to see a little more building in. For the next several days, and by several I mean through the 10-day forecast, temperatures will remain well above average. We'll be close to 90 degrees for the weekend. A few spotty chances for some showers and evening thunderstorms with that humidity mixed in for Thursday, Friday, and for Saturday, though I do think the trend will continue on where most of the area will stay dry, even with these small chances for some isolated showers to come through. For next week, a drier trend builds in. That means we back off a little bit on the humidity, but we also take away any opportunity to possibly see some isolated showers develop. Overnight, temperatures will drop to the upper 60s to start off your Thursday. Thursday afternoon, a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm, with high temperatures landing near 90. And for this time of year, we should be in the upper 70s, so it is just a little warm, a little muggy for us for this early in June. Now for Friday morning, we're yet again close to 70 degrees for afternoon highs, or for overnight lows, and then for afternoon highs, we're near 90. We're going to keep a close eye on this line of showers that builds in the late afternoon and evening. As it does push east, falls apart a little bit. It would be nice to see that staying together so we get a little more rain for southern Wisconsin, but that's what we'll be watching late in the day Friday and early Saturday morning. That brings some light rain for us in southern Wisconsin. This is paused for us for Saturday. Notice as we fast forward through next week, we really don't have any chances for any more precipitation to build in until the very end of the week. As we start to get into late Friday, it does look like another system could possibly bring some rain chances for us. But we're in quite a dry stretch throughout the state. In our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook, very likely that we would continue to trend below average with our rain chances and precipitation chances. Now, for tomorrow, very warm outside, humid with that slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. We'll be close to 90 for our afternoon highs. The same goes for Friday, with a little better chance for showers and thunderstorms on Friday and early Saturday. Much of your Saturday should be dry. It's really just a morning threat to see a few isolated showers. Next week, high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s with mostly sunny skies. Our humidity pulls back a little bit, but we do lose that chance to pick up just a few isolated shower chances, Eric, and we really need that rain to come through right now.
It'd be really nice to just get a little bit of rain.
A little bit of rain, but it's nice not to have as much humidity mixed in with those warmer temperatures.
All right, Dana, thank you. Just heading sports, the AmFam Golf Championship 2 days away. Who's picked to win it all this year, and why Steve Stricker says that's not on the top of his to-do list this weekend anyway. Zach's in next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Uniroyal Global in Stoughton is hiring, with second shift opportunities starting at $18.42 per hour. Open interviews on June 10th and 24th. Contact the HR department at Uniroyal to reserve your interview space today.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message.
You'll find smiles on everyone. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet. Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny. With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Crystal the Pistol. Goldman Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with 2017 and 18 Subaru Legacies and Foresters starting at $17,995 or $270 per month. That's right, Goldman Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with great deals on 17 and 18 Subaru Legacies and Foresters. So hurry in today to get your great deal and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldman. Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
I'm back! You can't return to a regular program yet, not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care, your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Uniroyal Global in Stoughton is hiring, with second shift opportunities starting at $18.42 per hour. Open interviews on June 10th and 24th. Contact the HR department at Uniroyal to reserve your interview space today.
Friday
Friday, the MFAM Championship returns to University Ridge, and all the hometown guys are hitting the links. Steve Stricker, Jerry Kelly, and even Andy North is playing in this year's event. Now, Kelly might be the defending champ, but he's not the favorite to win the tourney. The PGA Tour released its power rankings for the MFAM, and at the top is the host himself, Stricker, but he just wants to keep giving back.
The underlying reason we're all here is for charity, the American Children's Hospital, American Family Children's Hospital, and the 70 or 80 other charities that we support. So that's the main reason we're here. And then secondary is we get to play a little golf and try to show off for the people that come out here and watch and hopefully put on a good show.
With Aaron Rodgers skipping Green Bay's minicamp, Jordan Love is getting all the work at quarterback, and that's a good thing for him. Remember, last season, he didn't have an off-season program to help him introduce it to the NFL, and there weren't any preseason games either. So he saw 0 game action in 2020. But now with more reps under his belt, the former first-round pick is feeling pretty good about his play. So good that he says he could start week 1 if he needed to.
100%. Obviously, this is a time where, I'm getting a lot of extremely valuable reps that, I might not have been getting in a normal circumstance. So, going to take it day by day and, but yeah, that's what I'm here for. I was drafted here to play quarterback. So, I'll definitely be ready week 1.
The Sugar River girls soccer team is having another outstanding season. The Raiders won their 4th straight Capital Conference crown and earned the top seed in their regional bracket. But as Jordan Reed found out, it's not about winning to this group. It's about the culture.
36 straight conference wins. 6 Capital titles in the last 7 seasons.
It's definitely a motivator. In the defense, we always say that shutouts matter, so we always want to not let the other team score.
Which they're really good at, too. But while the wins, titles, and streaks are great, that's not what it's about. For Sugar River, it's all about culture.
The culture is really about taking 2 communities together and trying to, take teams and players that play against each other in basketball and in some of the other sports, and then putting them on the same field and kind of building bonds as the season goes.
When we're doing practice and games, you can't tell it's 2 communities. We're just one team. And I think that's really what stands out to me.
After not having a season last year, the Raiders got back to basics and reestablished their traditions.
My biggest concern coming into the season wasn't about, the records, as it was about, rebuilding and kicking off that culture again, because it's actually handed it down each year.
Wow, we need to go now. Last year's freshmen didn't get to play, so it's kind of having to restart the culture. Having to teach 2 whole grades what it is to be a Raider and what it is to play in the team and how serious we take it here.
And you could say they take it pretty seriously. In Belleville, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
And that's it for sports. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now is partnering with the Madison School District to provide its high school seniors with special commencement ceremonies.
Join us for the Class of 2021 special commencement ceremony, streamed live on channel3000.com and Channel 3000 Plus, June 11th and 12th.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just 1 coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
Rather than sleep on the sofa under my new ceiling fan, I thought, get one for the bedroom. So I'm back at Madison Lighting for another fan. I turned the thermostat up 6 or 7 degrees and ran my new fan in the family room. The humidity, gone. So the fan experts at Madison Lighting are helping me choose the right fan for my bedroom. I got my room dimensions and I brought some pics. Quiet, quality fans are on sale till June 20th. Madison Lighting on Watts Road.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
There's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner, and then there are McCafe's bakery sweets, which are
whatever you want them to be.
Get a bakery suite, plus any size hot or iced coffee or soft drink for just $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Mid-State Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, offering the best equipment in the industry, from lawn mowers and skid loaders to tractors and combines. With 7 convenient locations throughout southern Wisconsin, you can count on Mid-State Equipment.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now is partnering with the Madison School District to provide its high school seniors with special commencement ceremonies.
Join us for the Class of 2021 special commencement ceremony, streamed live on channel3000.com and Channel 3000 Plus, June 11th and 12th. First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, check out these new pictures of Jupiter's largest moon. This week, the NASA Juno spacecraft passed within 645 miles of Ganymede, the largest of Jupiter's 79 known moons. Also happens to be the largest moon in the entire solar system. Juno already finished its primary mission to look at Jupiter, but NASA is now extending the mission through 2025. A few more months and we'll feel like Ganymede here as well. Quite chilly, but right now it is hot and staying that way.
We're not quite there to the chilly portion yet. It's very, very summer outside for us. Partly sunny tomorrow, close to 90, humid with a slight chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms. A better chance for rain building in late Friday and early Saturday. The rest of Saturday dry and partly sunny, still close to 90 and humid for the weekend. And then as we move into Sunday and the start of next week, mostly sunny skies and a drier trend, slightly less humid but still warm with highs in the mid-80s. So hydrate and sunscreen.
Yeah, don't burn your sun in your legs.
Well, I gotta even it out now.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. Have a good night, folks.